This is Bro Want Me. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we got a special video for y'all. We're gonna be doing the Spider-Man versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1v4 video. Now, this is just my personal opinion. This is just from the stats that I've personally found and have looked up. So, if you have any personal debate and you got anything that, has a little bit of, proof behind it, please, just put it in the comments, put a link to it, and hey, maybe in a future video I'll come back and talk about this in another video, or I'll make a reaction video of the comments from this video. Who knows? But let's get straight in. Alright, I got two pictures of Spider-Man and the Ninja Turtles. The second picture, bro, is low-key clean, but it's kind of low-key like a team up war. But it's insane. That was for a video I did before. I don't delete pictures. This is what it is. But this is a picture I'm talking about. Raphael has the Spider-Man logo on his chest. I don't know why, but that just looks tough. And he's kind of like got the eyes too, you know what I'm saying? It just looks clean to me. What the fuck? Alright, we're a little bit everywhere in this beginning of this video, but it's okay. It's okay. So, as you can see, I did a poll in my community on my channel, and it said, which one would you rather me do first? Turtles or Spider-Man? Anime character that I pick in a 1v1 setting, which that's still a very interesting idea. I probably will do that, but just get straight into a little bit of strong is Spider-Man. Comics, movies, and beyond. I'm strictly going to be going off base form, okay? We're not going to be doing the extra mile. We don't want to be doing the scaling and doing all that. I'm not a power scaler. I'm not one of those type of people. But I am interested in fights and scenarios that normally wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Because what scenario would Spider-Man and the Ninja Turtles really get in a fight in? What scenario? They'd probably team up more than likely. But I would like to see in a 1v4 setting who would win. We're just gonna scroll a little bit. I mean, he's just putting the entire Daily Bugle on his back. No big deal. It's no problem at all. The Daily Bugle building is 46 stories tall. Typical 5-story buildings typically weighs more than 2,000 tons. All right, that's a 5-story building. He's holding a 46-story building. All right, well, that's a roughly 100,000 tons. All right, and that's pretty insane. So we're not gonna scale that, but we're just putting a little bit of how strong Spider-Man really is. He's stupid OP for real. He is dumb broken. But this is the one that we're more than likely going to be basing off of. The MCU Spider-Man, right? Because I think he's out of the 3 Spider-Man in the verse that they've made movies off of. And I'm not talking about Into the Spider-Verse, because I feel like putting Miles in this is just very, very disrespectful. Like, I feel like Miles kind of washes them. Like, I don't even feel like it's even fair. I'm not even trying to be mean. But there's something the Tom Holland Spider-Man, it can easily lift like 10 tons. That's pretty solid, you know. He, considering cars weigh upwards of 2,000 pounds, stopping one at over 30 miles per hour is nothing short of impressive. And pretty fucking solid. He's not terrible. There's several other feats, you know, like this right here that, tried to tell people about for a little bit now. But Spider-Man is insanely OP. Okay, you're gonna talk to me and tell me that Spider-Man is gonna lose a 1v4 to the Ninja Turtles? Sure about it, man. Not for sure about it. All right, so we're gonna go over here. Look how strong are the ninjas? We just need some breakdown, a little bit of something. Right? So this is the best thing I could find. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one of the best sources I could find. All right, all right. So in the movies, the newest ones, the Michael Bay films, which a lot of people aren't a fan of, but I personally thought that it was pretty dope. I'm not saying that they were strongest by any means, but it was pretty dope. They were able to take a machine gun fire, that fires around 3,000 FPS, translates to roughly 16,000 pounds of force at the muzzle. Okay, that's pretty insane. That's gonna take a lot to penetrate it. Like, we're being real here. They're solid, but that's the shell, not their face. Big difference, but still, you gotta like, hey, they're strong as hell. But again, the boys are mutants, so there's no way of saying conclusively if their shell hardness is either distinct onto itself or if its strength is increased in proportion to the strength of their other tissues. Okay, so they were undeniably muscular strong in the movie. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Remember the tower's height. So there's also another place that said they jump about 50 feet into the air from just like straight jumping. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got bunnies. You know what I'm saying? Like they make Michael Jordan look silly. Let's just be real. But this is the stat right here that made me go about this fight. It made me go, this is kind of not a fair fight, in my personal opinion, and this is just how I personally feel. So, stats for the Turtles, right? Can be taken as a roughly definitive for the original vision of the team, okay? Which puts them in the realm of upper tier to low tier superhuman. I want people to understand that. Low tier superhuman, alright? That means they have super strength, but it's not like a stupid, like, broken super strength. Like, it's like a Power Rangers super strength. That makes sense? Like, I personally think that Spider-Man would do the Power Rangers dirty too. That's a different debate though. And that's also not saying that he would 1v like 5, 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Hold up. Let's get off that topic. But Raphael can pick up 1,200 pounds at full effort. You're gonna expect him to pick up the most. Raphael's fucking very strong. He's very durable. He's always, the hard thinker, right? Leo, 600 pounds. So that's kind of crazy because I thought Leo would actually be able to lift almost as much as Raphael. But then you get Donatello, that's more like on the scales of like a high, a upper tier human. You know what I mean? 390 pounds. Like there's some humans that can get maybe 600 pounds, but like it says, average humans 180 pounds at full effort. So getting 390 pounds, you know what I'm saying? That's upper tier human. The low tier, superhuman. You know what I'm saying? This right here, he's him. You get Mikey at 640. Mikey is really slept on and underrated, and he's got a weird fighting style. So he would low-key be an X factor in this, but it's the simple fact that Spider-Man's also a weird fighting like style. Like he doesn't like fight the same every time. Like he doesn't have to fight on the ground. He honestly doesn't even have to stay and fight you. He can leave and then come back. But this is just, a couple little stats that I'm gonna go through, and then I'm gonna say a scenario that I personally think that could happen, and then what I think would happen in that scenario. Obviously, I don't have any type of money to make an actual video or pay somebody to make some editing for that, but in the future, we possibly could have that. So, you know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe so we can make that shit happen. So we're gonna go to a few more feats with Spider-Man. We're gonna go to the other top. Alright, we ain't gonna, touch on this too much. You know, it is what it is. Spidey launches the Hulk into orbit. Simple. We ain't worry about this. We know he picks up all types of vehicles. He picks up semi trucks. He picks up, you know, ambulances. He holds bridges together. He stops subway trains. Like, it's just what he does. Again, what I was talking about earlier. Peter holds the Daily Bugle on his shoulder. That is literally insane. Okay? But that's also because of Mary Jane was stuck in there. That crumbles, she dies. He's gonna hold that bitch up until she get out. He ain't gonna play that shit. He is not playing about Mary Jane dying. All right, that's in a life or death situation. So I said I'm not gonna count that type of stipulation. This is more of a base form. That'd be a little unfair in my opinion. I don't want to give Spider-Man too many OP abilities in this fight because it's not fair. He's got too many. All right, so this is just a normal feat. He's lifting the tank up and throwing the shit and slams it. That's light work. Like, doesn't even bother him. Like, that's honestly something that I could put in there because like it's literally light work. I mean, he just showing off. You know what I'm saying? Now this is something to note. It was talking about how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles picked up a car together. Now there is comics of the Ninja Turtles where Raphael picks up a car by himself, but that is the only one that has picked up a car by himself. If my knowledge is correct and everything I've looked up is true, could be wrong. That's just what I've looked up in my knowledge. Okay, so nobody else can, and he's the only one. You talking about Spider-Man just sitting there, grown man in this shit, holding it like it's nothing, and a car is nothing to him. Nothing. See, this is what I was saying. It's nothing. He plays catch with a truck. Truck, bro. Insane. Spider-Man saves a plane from crashing. Like, what? See, look. We ain't even gonna count this because that's to save Aunt May. We ain't even gonna count that shit. We ain't even gonna talk about that because that's just something that would not be fair. You know what I'm saying? So with the feats right here that we got, he's a plane. A plane. You know them things faster than a motherfucker. Plane weighed over 75,000 pounds. And if it's fuel, full on fuel, add another 30 to 40,000, then there's the thrust. So you're talking about over 100,000 pounds right there, bare men. And that's without the force of the velocity. Fucking ridiculous, bro. Alright. So, see, no. I'm gonna exit off all these. Then we're gonna go. We're gonna go back to the picture, boy. Alright. Now, I know this is probably seems like 13 minutes of yapping to 13 minutes of nothing. Alright? But it's okay. We're here. I told you I was gonna make this video. It's a little bit different. It's my first time making this video, so bear with me. If you have any ideas for me, any ways to improve upon these type of videos, drop it in the comments, man. I'm all for some type of reviews. People tell me stuff that I can work on. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. So, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit. So obviously, it's gonna be a setting in New York City. Both of them very, very prominent in the area. Know everything in the area, right? So we're gonna be walking down the street, middle of the night. Peter's swinging through the city, doing his normal checkup. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure the neighborhood's fine. All of a sudden, he just sees this little green man yoink this pizza and head down the street. yoink this pizza from my old lady. Doesn't know this old lady, you know what I'm saying? Just a random neighborhood lady that, you know, he sees and waves all the time at because of Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? So he chases him. Turns out it's Michelangelo. Alright, it's Mikey. Chases him down. They talk. Mikey, you know, being Mikey, you know, cuts up a little bit. And on the way there to, you know, when they went to talk, Spider got a web at his foot. Well, Raphael seen it. While Mikey and Spider-Man was trying to, you know, talk it out, Raphael come up, just aimed him, knocked the shit out of Spider-Man. They started tussling. Donatello came out, Leo came out, started tussling. Spider-Man started webbing them up. Web Mikey up easy, you know what I'm saying? Because he gets a little rowdy sometimes. He'll jump at you. Donatello got behind the wall, trying to think of a strategy. He knew something was up. He knew that he was, you know, facing a strong opponent. Didn't want to be there. Raphael just, you know, tells Leo to back up and he wants to just thug it out with him. 1-on-1, mano-y-mano. Leo hit Spider-Man. They start just, you know, slugging it a little bit, hit each other a couple times. Spider-Man swings into the air, gets on top of the building. Raphael jumps up to try to meet him. And as he does that, he catches him midair and wraps him up in web, sticks him to the wall. Stuck, can't move, doesn't have the strength to get out. He's put too much web on him. There's one done. Leo jumps up, tries to save him, try to cut his brother free. He does that. Spider-Man knocks Leo to the ground, punches him. Done. One hit. Spider-Man's that strong, guys. I know. You don't want to hear this. There's a couple of my friends that aren't going to like this. And they're going to tell me that I'm delusional. But it's okay. Alright. And it's all down to Donatello. Somehow he gets Mikey free because, you know, he's smart. They start to, you know, tussle. They're still going at it. They're trying to get Raphael and Leo out. He webs them up. Both of them. He sits there. He talks to them. They talk it out. Spider-Man realizes that they're not actually bad people. Lets them free. Going about their day. That's when you get this picture. I meant this one right here, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get the spider turtles, you know what I'm saying? They gotta represent Papa. It's just this is my take on it. This is my wild video. I never thought I'd make a video like this. This is kind of a insane take on it. I didn't think I would take it like this. I did not think that I'd make this video like this. Honestly thought I was just gonna talk a little bit, but got a little carried away. Sometimes it happens. But y'all like this type of content. Y'all like to, you know, either 1v1, hear me talk about that a little bit. It'd be definitely a little bit different than this. Like I was rambling at the beginning of this. I apologize about that, but it wouldn't be like this. But like I said, y'all like this type of content, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Go check out my boy Burden Entertainment. Go check out my boy Yellow. Hey, we'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.